Violent crime is surging in Minnesota. It's surged over the past year. It's up 17% total, setting records for murders. Ilhan Omar's take on this? Got to blame the cops.
What we must also recognize is that the reduction in policing currently in our city and the lawlessness that is happening is due to two things. One, the police have chosen to not fulfill their oath of office and to provide the public safety they are owed to the citizens they serve, right? It's documented. But even before that, it was documented. The Minneapolis Police Department is the most dysfunctional police department in our state and probably in the country.
Ilhan Omar has such a sinister sounding voice. It's beyond what she's actually saying. The way she talks, it's like a movie villain. But what is she saying? She's saying, we must recognize that the reduction in policing currently in our city and the lawlessness is happening because the police have chosen to not fulfill their oath of office and protect the people they said they'd protect. This is a big problem. And she says the second one is even before that, it was documented that the Minneapolis Police Department was very dysfunctional. Okay, but the thing is, she's pointing out that it's these two problems, but we're focusing on the surge in crime. So when she says even before recent events, the police department was very dysfunctional. Okay, but that doesn't matter. That's irrelevant because we're talking about the change, right? We're talking about the huge increase in crime, 17% increase in violent crime and new records for murders. So it's really just number one. Ilhan Omar is saying the police are refusing to do their job and protect people. What was Ilhan Omar saying last year? Last year she said that the police are a cancer and we, quote, we need to completely dismantle the Minneapolis Police Department. Do you get it yet? Do you see this? When the police do their job and arrest criminals, that is terrible discrimination. It's racist. It's evil. It's white supremacy. We need to abolish the police. Okay, then the police don't arrest the criminals. Do you know what that is? It's racist. It's white supremacy. They're not protecting people. They're not doing their jobs. What do we need to do? We need to refund the police. What is it? It's a rigged game is what it is. I love Paint Your Life. I could not possibly be more impressed with Paint Your Life. What is Paint Your Life? You send them a photo or multiple photos of a loved one, of a place, of a special memory, and they will create a hand-painted picture of it for you. I like mine in oil, but they have other options as well. I will be completely blunt. I did not think this could be a good service. I figured the art would be amateurish and not great. So the first time I got one done, I had it done for my stepbrother. And then I received the hand-painted portrait. And it was beautiful. It was incredible. So then I said, all right, fine, you can have this one because it was of him and his wife. But I said, now I want some for me. I had one done of my mother. I'm having another one done now. They're just beautiful. They're really, and the price is unbelievably low. And it is such a special way to spruce up your home, have a cherished memory. It makes a great Christmas gift. At paintyourlife.com, there is no risk. If you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded, guaranteed. They will work with you every step of the way. You can check on stuff. Right now is a limited time offer. You can get 20% off your painting, 20% off and free shipping. Text Michael, M-I-C-H-A-E-L to 64,000. That is Michael, M-I-C-H-A-E-L to 64,000. Head on over to Paint Your Life. Celebrate the moments that matter most. Terms apply. Available at paintyourlife.com/terms. How do you get it? Text Michael, M-I-C-H-A-E-L to 64,000. Anything the cops do is evil and the cause of society's woes. There's nothing the cops can do right now that Ilhan Omar will not blame them for. It's the same thing with racism. You notice this in particular. Sometimes what the left will say, if you wear a sombrero on Halloween or Cinco de Mayo or something, that is cultural appropriation. If you do your hair in a certain way, if you wear certain clothing, that's cultural appropriation. That's racist. If you don't do that, that's cultural erasure. So if you don't eat tacos on Cinco de Mayo, if you don't acknowledge these other cultures, then you're erasing, then you're a white supremacist because you're not acknowledging Mexican people or black people or Asian people. That's very racist. If you do acknowledge those cultures, you're also a racist. Because it's appropriating. My culture's not your costume, or whatever they say. There's no way to win. It's the same thing with feminism. Do you remember? I remember this about 3-4 years ago. No, more than that now, I guess. There was a big, breaking, shocking story. Mike Pence, that evil, misogynistic Mike Pence, he refused to cheat on his wife. So big, huge story, Mike Pence would not go on dinner dates with women who were not his wife when his wife was not there. That's sexist. That's awful. He wouldn't allow women to rise up the ranks. He was treating women differently than he would treat men. So you got to go on dinner dates with women. But then, by the way, you go on dinner dates with women and you're a Me Too predator, sexist. There's no winning. It's a rigged game. The squishes very often give into this. The people who say, I'm a Republican, but not that kind of Republican. They always say, I'm not a racist. I'm not a racist, please. Maybe we should reform the police. I'm not a sexist. They don't care, bro. They don't care. Ilhan Omar doesn't care what the cops do. She's going to blame them for anything. These radical leftists don't care what you, white person, or what you, man, or what you, non-LGBT, LMNOP, you straight person do. They don't care. They're just going to blame you for everything. So maybe you should just follow your own moral compass, your own conscience, okay, and just do the right thing and stop trying to play their game. Their game is rigged. I'm so glad you liked that clip. I like that clip too. But a lot of people, I'm sorry to say, are not getting notifications for these clips. If you want to get notifications, ring the bell, subscribe. More importantly, head on over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, MySpace, Zanga, AOL Instant Messenger, wherever you get your podcasts. Subscribe to The Michael Knowles Show. We'll see you there.